Could we also
ensure that the sidewalk is not blocked
that the sidewalk is not blocked
for those who want to come in
for those who want to come in
or go out
or go out
or pass by
the
the sidewalk General Assembly
sidewalk General Assembly area.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, friends.
Hi, friends.
We're going to acknowledge
We're going to acknowledge
reality.
reality.
This really happened.
This really happened.
My name is Elijah.
My name is Elijah.
I am a messenger.
I am a messenger.
We have world peace.
We have
People
world
are
peace.
telling you you're not ready.
The people are telling you you're not ready.
You clearly are.
You clearly are.
There will be justice.
There will be justice.
There will be truth.
There will be truth.
There will be common sense.
There will be common sense
For common people.
for common people.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check. Our role
as facilitators
as facilitators
is going to be asserted.
is going to be asserted.
Right now,
Right now,
we are volunteers.
we are volunteers.
We are trying to create
We are trying to create
a process
a process
that everybody
that everybody
can understand
can understand
and respect.
and respect.
Please respect
Please respect
the volunteer facilitators
the volunteer facilitators
in
And
this
this
space.
party
In this space.
of Almighty God.
In this space, we have been working
We have been working
very hard,
very hard,
talking with everybody,
talking with everybody,
and trying to understand
and trying to understand
the best way
the best way
for GAs to move forward.
for GAs to move forward.
We appreciate
We appreciate
everybody's consensus
everybody's consensus
on letting the facilitators
on letting the facilitators
do their role.
do their roles.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we need to have more cooperation, but it's not through treating the facilitators as an authority. So I don't appreciate that wording of how we get cooperation.
Okay. On that point,
On that point,
us as facilitators
us as facilitators
are simply there
are simply there
to establish the process.
to establish the process.
We are
Process.
we are not
Respect the process.
politically
Don't
trying
touch the
to
man.
put our voices ahead of others.
Ahead of others.
We are simply creating the space.
Creating a space.
Creating the space.
Okay.
I'm just a person. You're dominating.
Today we
Today we are
going to start off with introductions
by the four people
who have volunteered as facilitators
to make sure
that this General Assembly
this General Assembly
stays on track and that we have
a
productive meeting
productive
when
meeting.
things can get done
Things can get done
in this
in
community
this community.
to establish our stability
Establish our
so
stability.
we can continue moving forward
Continue moving forward.
united and strong.
United and strong.
I will start off.
I will start it off.
My name is Anna.
My name is Anna.
I volunteer at the media tent.
I volunteer at the media tent.
I volunteer as a facilitator.
I volunteer as a facilitator.
I also volunteer outside of here, getting donations from stores and people in my community to be donated here to logistics, as well as keeping up on our social media, spread the word, and tell people how outside of here can still be a part of this.
Hi. I'm Misha. Misha.
I'm Misha.
I'm a volunteer facilitator.
I'm a volunteer facilitator.
I'm also working with logistics and marshalling.
Hi, my name is Brooks.
Hi, my name is Brooks.
And I'm a volunteer facilitator.
And I'm a volunteer facilitator.
I'm also a volunteer
I'm also a volunteer
at the newly started
at the newly started
information booths.
information booths.
Hi, my name is Sarah,
Hi, my name is Sarah.
and I'm a volunteer facilitator.
I'm a volunteer facilitator.
I've also been volunteering
I've also been volunteering
with mediation
with mediation
and liaising with media,
and liaising with media,
as well as a variety of other quite random tasks.
quite random tasks.
I want to point out
I want to point out
that as facilitators,
as facilitators,
this is a rotating facilitation,
this is a rotating facilitation,
and we invite more volunteers
and we invite more volunteers
to bottom line
to bottom line
facilitation.
facilitation.
I will now introduce the hand signals that we have developed
The hand signals that we have developed
to communicate
to communicate
in this large crowd.
in this large crowd.
The first symbol
First symbol
is this.
is this.
This means
This means
I agree,
I agree,
and means that
and means that
you don't have to specifically voice
you don't have to specifically voice
your agreement.
your agreement.
If you want to add on in a positive way to what somebody has said,
If you want to add on in a positive way to what somebody has said,
use this.
use this.
If you have a difficulty
If you have a difficulty
with what is being said,
with what is being said,
you can do this.
you can do this.
Should we come to a proposal
Should we come to a proposal
that really you cannot live if we pass,
you cannot live if we pass,
then you may use a block.
then you may use a block.
I emphasize
I emphasize
a block
a block
is only for proposals
is only for proposals
and is only if it is impossible
and is only possible
for us to continue
for us to continue
in your opinion.
in your opinion.
Otherwise, do this.
Otherwise, do this.
There is one more symbol,
There is one more symbol,
and that is this.
and that is this.
If we need silence
If we need silence
as a group, the hand goes up
the hand goes up
and the mouth closes.
and the mouth closes.
Let's try it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is presenting our speakers list
Our speakers list
and floor moderators.
and floor moderators.
Could our floor moderators
Floor moderators
please put up their hands
Put up their hands.
and identify yourself?
and identify yourself.
There's two.
There's two.
Can we also present
Can we also present
our timekeeper?
our timekeeper?
Finally,
Finally,
can we present
can we present
our minutes taker?
our minutes taker?
Where's our minutes taker?
Where is our minutes taker?
Minutes taker.
Minutes taker.
Can somebody volunteer
Can somebody volunteer
to be a minutes taker?
be a minutes taker?
In volunteering to do this,
In volunteering to do this,
if you decide to write it on a paper,
if you decide to write it on paper,
it has to be negotiated with media,
it has to be negotiated with media
recorded electronically.
to be recorded electronically.
Also,
Also,
as we are trying to work to make it accessible to everybody,
as we're trying to work to make it accessible to everybody,
there's a request
there is a request
for somebody who can translate
for somebody who can translate
into Arabic.
into Arabic.
Guys, we have the abilities to translate all languages. You have to embrace
Is
the moment.
anyone here
Is anyone here
actually speaking
actually speaking
or have a faint understanding
or have a fair understanding
of Arabic?
of Arabic?
Media.
Is in contact
with a number of individuals
with a number of individuals
who can speak and translate
who can speak and translate
Word.
Arabic.
currently
Looking for someone
immediately
to speak
to
Portuguese
a television studio.
to a television studio.
Please step up
Please step up
immediately.
immediately.
And now,
And now,
I just have a quick question.
I just have a quick question.
Yesterday at the GA,
We broke into small groups,
We broke into small groups,
and it seemed that the general feeling
and it seemed that the general feeling
was that this was a really positive move.
was that this was a really positive move.
I was wondering
if
we might consider doing that today.
I am going to, before we take any questions, because this may answer most of them, I would like to go over what our agenda is today, as well as some common etiquette and courtesies that we brought up yesterday, as well. Today, our primary goal is to try to get organization within the camp, the occupation, and for our committees. A lot of us who have been volunteering a lot are starting to burn out, and we need to let people know what the committees are about, what we need, how you can participate, and what we need to get done today, to get things running efficiently, so that we can do more doing. Sound good? So today, we are going to start with committee updates. We will then move to what the proposal was from an organizing meeting that happened with participants in the committees. We will then take the second part of the General Assembly to break into small groups so we can talk about how you can help and what we got to do. We were going to have a member of each committee helping to facilitate and provide information in each of these circles. Each circle will be a different committee. You will write down the most basic ideas of what that committee is about, and the most important task today, and the volunteering needed. That information will be brought back as a report back to the General Assembly. Thank you. Do you want to take on?
We are now going to do
the
committee updates. All right, so here we go.
I have a question. I do this and nobody.
Start.
My question is, why do
My
we...
question is,
And as in like yesterday,
I'd
like to see...
I'd like to see
single speakers
like
write their names down and
names
if
down.
their points
have been told
on the group speaker
by the group speaker.
they themselves come up and
Come up and make their points.
So one thing that we've been working on is potentially having more than one reporter back.
Reporter back.
So that if one reporter misses an issue, we have an additional one that can add to that. Again, this is a process. We're learning, and we're trying to work on this.
Bear with us.
Bear with us. Okay, so here we go.
I think you answer my question yourself. You're not asking the whole group to vote on my whatever I asked for.
Okay.
That's my idea.
Yes, let's just keep going.
We're gonna have to keep going.
We're gonna have to keep going.
Part of this is about participation. All of this is about participation.
It's about participation.
These general assemblies have a facilitation meeting. You are more than willing. Or if you are more than willing. To participate and contribute. Please come to the facilitation meeting. So you can express your ideas. And we can collaborate together.
We have facilitation meetings. Every day at 10. If you cannot attend that, let us know. And we can hold some later. We are also planning. To establish facilitation workshops.
We currently meet.
Also, this information is located at information.
The facilitator meeting is located in the southeast corner.
And again, I repeat, this information is located at the information booth.
Didn't you guys have a speakers list?
No, not right now. We're not even done going.
We are currently not able to accept any more questions until we get this meeting started. Otherwise, we're never going to get past introduction. And this meeting is going to go nowhere. If you have questions, please feel free to bring them up at the end of the General Assembly. Thank you.
Where does accountability fit into this process?
I'm sorry.
Sit down.
I'm sorry.
Please.
Mike check.
All questions.
Things are getting a little bit heated. Together, I want to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. At the end of the General Assembly, there will be an opportunity for those who have questions or seek to address accountability to say their piece. Thank you for your cooperation.
Can I please get a French interpreter to logistics?
We need a French interpreter.
The logistics tent is over there.
Yay! We got it.
Bienvenue.
Before we move
to
committee updates,
I just want to quickly
go over etiquette. And common courtesy. Please do not interrupt people when they're speaking. We need to be respectful of people's voices. We also need to not judge others who are here to participate. Or shame others whose opinions we may not or that we may agree upon. As well, we would like to mention that some people do not smoke.
Some people do not smoke.
Some of us smoke a lot.
Some of us smoke a lot.
We have to be respectful.
We have to be respectful.
That sometimes this can affect people negatively.
This can affect people
In the
negatively
General Assembly.
in the General Assembly.
If you need to have a cigarette,
If you need to have a cigarette,
please just stand on the outskirts
please just stand on the outskirts
and come back in whenever you're done.
and come back in whenever you're done.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
have, in that spirit,
In that spirit,
we have asked
we have asked
to keep the sidewalk clear
to keep the sidewalk clear
for people who are passing through.
for people who are passing through.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
All right,
Here we go.
Committee updates.
Committee updates.
Let's start with food.
Let's start with food.
Food?
Food.
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 Okay, never mind. Let's start with media then.
Let's start with media then.
I would first like to address
I would first like to address
that I have a long list of updates,
that I have a long list of updates,
and it will probably go beyond
and it will probably go beyond
any form of time limit
any form of time limit
media can that the facilitation has set in place.
That the
facilitation has set in place.
But I believe,
I believe,
along with the rest of the media committee,
along with the rest of the media committee,
that these updates are vital
that these updates are vital
to our upcoming day.
to our upcoming day.
To our upcoming day.
to our upcoming day.
So I would like to propose
So I would like to propose
that you allow me
that you allow me
to address all of these updates.
to address all of these updates.
Agreed.
I would like to get the other committee updates out of the way first.
I object, that's irrelevant. I mean, they picked that committee first.
No, no.
Let's just step down. You have
Let's do a show of hands. We're going to keep on process.
Process.
Media updates.
Because the logistics update will come after.
And the logistics update will come after.
Yes.
Do we have agreement?
So media can go forward.
Media will go forward now.
All right.
All right.
Members of the media committee have been in contact with OPSU, and they have informed us that they would like to provide on Thursday evening a hot vegetarian feast to celebrate and honor the Occupy movement and its members within Toronto. Smokey Thomas will also at that time like to address the General Assembly to show his solidarity with members of OPSU that stand with us. We would like to we are currently looking last night at our media committee we thought of a good idea that we'd like to present to you. Got my fly, thanks.
Expletive deleted.
It's fun. You need coffee, folks.
We think it's a good idea that for every interview ever given to independent and mainstream media, that a group of people stand beside each other and work off each other's knowledge and beliefs to properly represent the movement.
Buddies.
With the sign crew behind them.
Yeah.
We are going to establish.
With a sign for you today, like
Questions at the end.
like earlier today. You had a lot of people chanting. Things that were not necessarily good to be televised. Because of group mentality. Small groups.
We're addressing that later.
As a facilitator,
I
want to remind you
want to remind you
that this is a committee update space,
that this is a committee update
and
space,
feedback for the committees
and feedback for the committees
is welcomed
is welcomed
to the specific committees,
but
not in this space.
not in this
I
space.
understand that he accepted your question,
I understand that he accepted your question.
so I'm just saying, as a facilitator,
I'm saying as a facilitator,
we're not doing questions from the floor during committee updates.
we're not doing questions from the floor during committee
We
updates.
welcome you to bring them
We welcome you to bring them
to the committees after the assembly.
after the assembly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Or at their meetings.
At their meetings during
And
these.
items can also be brought to the General Assemblies
And items can also be brought to the General Assemblies
at the appropriate time within a General Assembly.
at the appropriate time within this General Assembly.
Funny enough, my next announcement was about to announce something that could remedy the issue that was brought up. Media will be hosting a Talking to the Media workshop, which we encourage all of you to come and participate in. That will be held at 3 p.m. behind the media tent. We are building a number of wikis that independent committees can use to communicate with on and off site volunteers. We are curious if anyone is interested in helping us live stream interviews with fellow occupiers and general public. You can come see us at the media tent. But please understand there's only so many of us. And we can only accept so many of you due to our current infrastructure.
Hey, look, it's reality beyond this fucking committee. Wake up. There's a reason I refuse to join this committee, and it's really the main reason why they don't.
If I could continue, unfortunately, again due to infrastructure, we cannot offer audio and visual uploading from the Wi-Fi network that's provided in the park. We beg you to return to your homes, or go to Starbucks, and upload there.
Second cup, not Starbucks. That's terrible. Just kidding.
Wherever with Wi-Fi, find a hotspot. That's not ours.
Saturate Starbucks Wi-Fi. Buy a 10 for $20.
And on a sadder note,
And on a sadder note,
and with a heavy heart, a member of the media committee
who has
invested nearly a month
and
a ton of energy into this occupation, lost his mother earlier this morning. I would like to propose that we share a moment of silence for our fellow member, stand in solidarity with his grievance and pain. We will now observe that moment of silence. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Are we done? Sorry. I have a lot to say on outreach and action.
Media is finished.
Thank you, media.
Thank you, media.
Okay. Really quick.
Really quick.
I got an update from food.
I got an update from food.
There's lots of food.
There's lots of food,
But not much water.
but not much water.
Please help.
Please help.
That is all.
That is all.
Water should be free. Why do we have to buy it in a bottle at the store?
Yo, you guys don't know. And honestly, guys, it's my way. Guys, it's my way. It's my way. It's my crazy ass revelation ending to the fucking book. You need to acknowledge reality.
Mike Jack.
I have a couple more announcements.
Mike Jack.
Four committee updates.
Four
Community updates
that are
very important.
Sanitation.
Sanitation
Needs volunteers.
needs volunteers.
Cleanup times
Cleanup times
are at 9 a.m.
are at 9 a.m.
and 9 p.m.
and 9 p.m.
Please sign up
Please sign up
at the Tree of Knowledge.
at the Tree of Knowledge.
Yeah, the one with the big sign on it.
Logistics.
Logistics.
In order to facilitate people's schedules,
In order to facilitate people's schedules,
to mediation and participation.
mediation and participation.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
I am part of the Mediation and Participation Committee.
I am part of the Mediation and Participation Committee.
We welcome everybody to participate in this committee,
We welcome everybody to participate in this committee,
as our participation in all of our community
as our participation in all of our community
is our accountability.
is our accountability.
So please participate,
So please participate,
share the love
share the love
as it holds our community together
as it holds our community
as
together
one whole.
as one whole.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Where will this committee be held?
Dad, where is your
We're going to find out in the general.
Look at the information booth.
Okay.
Information booth. Answers a lot of questions. Go there.
So, logistics.
Logistics.
4 points.
4 points.
We are working on setting up a charging station
We are working on setting up a charging station
for the general use.
for the general use.
In relation to that,
In relation to that,
anybody with soundproofing material
anybody with soundproofing material
could donate it to Logistics Tent
who could donate it to Logistics Tent
to make our generator quiet
to make our generator quiet
will be our friend.
will be our friend.
Cardboard.
Cardboard works too.
Please, that's now. It's not you, but you guys.
We will be having a volunteer meeting
A volunteer meeting
at which everybody is welcome
at which everybody is welcome
to help us
in
disseminating
disseminating
everything we do at Logistics.
everything we do at
It
Logistics.
takes a little bit of training,
It takes a little bit of training,
but if you're here for the long haul,
but if you're here for the long haul,
if you join us and get some training,
and get some training,
you can help support us.
you can help support us.
There are,
There
as an example of the things Logistics deals with,
as an example of things Logistics deals with,
a number of trees
a number of trees
in this park
in this park
that have been sponsored.
that are being sponsored.
They have plaques on them.
They have plaques on them.
In our occupation,
In our occupation,
we have involved these trees
we have involved these trees
in our tentness.
in our tentness.
We need help
We need help
relieving these trees
relieving these trees
of their closest neighbors
of their closest neighbors
and facilitating
and facilitating
the redecoration
redecoration
of the space around these trees.
of the space around these trees.
The media
The media
is portraying us
is portraying us
as not being considerate of this.
as not being considerate of this.
In making this our home,
In making this our home,
let's create these trees
let's create these trees
as sacred spaces.
as sacred spaces.
Any help would be much appreciated.
Any help would be much appreciated.
And that's logistics.
And that's logistics.
All right, now we'll do info.
Now we'll do info.
All right, so I'm from info.
I'm from info.
Which is located over there.
Which is located over there.
And also over there.
And also over there.
Everyone seems.
Everyone seems.
To want a lot of information.
To want a lot of information.
That is located at.
That is located at.
Information.
Information.
Since there seems to be a lot of you.
Since there seems to be a lot of you.
And a lot of questions that are being asked.
A lot of questions that are being asked.
We need a lot of people.
We need a lot of people.
To answer those questions.
To answer those questions.
The booth has sprung up.
The booth has sprung up.
In less than 8 hours.
In less than 8 hours.
And there's already been requests.
There's already requests.
For a 24-hour service presence.
For 24-hour service presence.
So please volunteer.
So please volunteer.
At information.
At information.
This will also assist.
This will also assist.
In educating.
In educating.
The local community.
The local community.
To why we are here.
To why we are here.
We are set up at the entrances.
We are set up at the entrances.
To greet these public. To greet the public.
To greet the public.
And answer their questions.
And answer their questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now we'll go on to facilitation.
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 Mic check.
I'm Karen.
I'm Karen.
And you might remember
And you might remember
that I was facilitating yesterday.
that I was facilitating yesterday.
Since then, I facilitated the last meeting of the facilitation committee. That's how the facilitation committee works. Different facilitators take turns facilitating the open meetings of the facilitation committee. We always meet in that corner of the park. Usually at 10 a.m. And after the midday general assembly. What the facilitation committee does. Sorry, that was too short. Is plan what? Sorry. Is plan what the agenda for the general assembly is.
And if these meeting times change, guess where they'll be?
Information.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I just want to add a couple of things that I think are really important for everyone to know. This process can't work unless it's facilitated. Because there are so many of us. So please give respect to the people who are taking their time to try to think of how to do this in a good way.
Amen.
Also, during the GA, I would really ask, just as a participant who has experience being up there, as a facilitator, and those of us who have been facilitators in the past, or will be facilitators in the future, don't try to be facilitators when we're not the facilitators of this particular assembly. There are only four facilitators of any given meeting. And they will always switch. Two will stay. Two will come new. And those will stay. And those will come new. We will also be offering facilitation training. We don't know when yet. I'll find it in info.
All right, now it's here. Now let's hear
from the music committee.
from the music committee.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I represent the music committee.
I represent the music committee.
At 5 o'clock today,
At 5 o'clock today,
we will be meeting in the southwest corner.
we will be meeting in the southwest corner.
This is a call to all musicians
This is a call to all musicians
to get funds for donations
to get funds for donations
for the food tent.
for the food tent.
That's at 5 p.m.
That's at 5 p.m.
in the southwest corner.
in the southwest corner.
Now we will hear
Now we will hear
from the legal team.
from the legal team.
Legal?
Legal.
That's me.
Mic
Mic
check.
check.
Mic check.
So the legal committee
So the legal committee
is primarily responsible
is primarily responsible
for legal observing.
for legal observing.
We watch
We watch
the cops.
the cops.
And in the occurrence of an altercation,
And in the occurrence of an altercation,
we write down as much information as possible
we write down as much information as possible
and pass it on to the Movement Defense Committee,
and pass it on to the Movement Defense Committee,
which is a committee composed of
which is a committee composed of
lawyers working pro bono on our behalf.
lawyers working pro bono on our behalf.
We
We currently
need more legal observers.
need more legal observers.
The legal tent,
The legal tent
it's more of a tree,
is more of a tree,
is in that corner,
is in that corner,
and there will be more information posted there
and there will be more information posted there
soon as to how you can get involved.
as to how you can get involved.
That's it.
Now we will hear
Now we will hear
from the medical team.
from the medical team.
Medical team.
Medical.
Medic!
Mic check.
Mic
check.
Medic representative here. Mic check.
Mic check!
All right, guys.
All right, guys.
We're doing pretty good.
We're doing pretty good.
Add earlier.
Earlier,
We have water.
we have water.
If you need water,
You need water.
come see us and ask.
Come see us and ask.
If you have any medical issues,
If you have any medical issues,
come see us.
come see us.
Where are you?
We
still need
batteries.
batteries,
AA and AAA.
AA and AAA,
Blankets.
blankets,
Cold packs.
cold packs.
That's about it.
That's about it.
That's it for us. Thank you. Thank you. Now we will hear
Now we will hear
from education and library.
from education and library.
All right, the library would like me to say
Library would like me to say
that we would like to look for
that we would like to look for
educated individuals
educated individuals
know a lot about
who know a lot about
the issues that we are here for,
the issues that we are here for,
to try to educate those who are not classically trained.
those who are not classically trained.
If you can offer
If you can offer
any information,
any information,
please go over
please go over
to the library and sign up on the whiteboard.
to the library and sign up on the whiteboard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll now hear
Now hear
from Lawrence.
from Lawrence.
Hi, my name is Lawrence,
Hi, my name is Lawrence,
and I volunteer at the media tent.
and I volunteer at the media tent.
A brother named Donald
A brother named Donald
dropped off these postcards.
dropped off these postcards.
Upsu
Upsu
has offered
has offered
to mail
to mail
any postcards
any postcards
for free.
for free.
Thank you, Upsmell.
Sorry, almost done. Upsu has also
Upsu has also
offered to do
offered to do
free printing
free printing
for the next day,
for the next day,
as long as we get it in
as long as we get it in
before 2 p.m.
before 2 p.m.
Perfect.
So if you would like to print something,
If you would like to print something,
come to the media tent.
come to the media tent.
These will be there.
These will be there.
Please come and fill one out.
Please come and fill one out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We would also like to introduce
We would also like to introduce
a new service that is being offered.
a new service that is being offered.
I I'm here to speak.
I'm here to speak
On behalf of attracting seniors.
on behalf of attracting seniors.
Millions of us having a hard time surviving in this
Millions of
country.
us
To have a booth here.
to have a booth here
And to outreach to seniors organizations.
and to outreach to seniors organizations.
My name is Sharni. I'm just going to leave two things for seniors to sit on. Many of us, when we get desperate. Oh, sorry. I'm just going to leave these down here permanently for seniors to sit on.
She's just going to leave these permanently
She's just going to leave these permanently.
for seniors to sit on.
For seniors to sit on.
The second point
The second point
is that many of us have experience
many of us have experience
with sidewalk information pickets
with sidewalk information pickets
in Toronto.
in Toronto.
We had a great demonstration
We had a great demonstration
yesterday
yesterday.
and young,
Young.
but we need ongoing legal
Ongoing legal
information pickets
information pickets
in Toronto.
in Toronto.
The sidewalk is completely legal.
The sidewalk is completely legal
In front of the stock exchange.
in front of the stock exchange.
And many key points.
And many key points.
Traffic seeing our banners.
Traffic seeing our banners.
As long as you don't block the entranceways.
As long as you don't block the entranceways
To stores and buildings.
to stores and buildings
And the people walking.
and the people walking
In the center of the sidewalk.
in the center of the sidewalk.
We could have constant 10 to 20 people.
We could have constant 10 to 20 people
At many locations.
at many locations
Occupying the sidewalks.
occupying the sidewalks
Legally. And being a visual presence.
and being a visual presence
For the months and years to come.
for the months and years to come.
We will now hear
We will now hear
from the Outreach Committee.
from the Outreach Committee.
Mic check.
Mic check.
This is Claire.
This is Claire.
She's going to begin on the Outreach Committee.
She's going to begin on the Outreach Committee.
Hi.
Hi.
So, at the Outreach Committee meeting,
At the Outreach Committee meeting,
we were discussing having members of the other committees, representatives,
members of the other committees' representatives
come to our meetings
to come to our meetings,
to sit in and listen and contribute.
to sit and listen and contribute.
The second point I want to make, we have 4 points,
The second point I want to make, we have 4 points.
that perhaps we should have a solid slogan.
That we should have a solid
It
slogan.
is not, we are the 99%.
That is not, we are the 99%.
That separates us from the people that we want to unify with.
That separates us from the people we want to unify with.
So yes.
So yes.
So open mic movement?
Open mic movement.
Open mic, we can make proposals on it.
We can make proposals on this
We can make proposals on this
after the General Assembly.
after the General Assembly.
Okay, for the next part,
For the next part,
I want to speak about set times for marches.
I want to speak about set times for marches.
Not today,
Not today,
but possibly tomorrow.
but possibly tomorrow.
The Action Committee, which I am a part of,
The Action Committee, which I am a part of,
will be discussing
will be
marches
discussing marches
after General Assembly
after General Assembly
daily.
daily.
Not today.
Not today.
The second point
The second point
is about a weekend march.
is about a weekend march.
We need to get a large, huge group for this weekend march.
We need to get a large, huge group for this weekend march.
Let's say Saturday.
Let's say Saturday.
After GA.
After GA.
Thousands.
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 Thousands. Thousands.
We are, one last thing.
One last thing.
We are all in the Outreach Committee.
We are all in the Outreach Committee.
Together.
Together.
We can do this.
We can do this.
We love you.
And we love you.
We are also all a part of the Media Committee.
The Media Committee.
Please contribute all the time.
Please contribute all the time.
Positive.
Positive. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Before we do enough